So today our topic is about the vaccination, and vaccination is a major medical achievement. It helps to prevent infectious diseases, and it protect the individuals and the communities. So it saves the millions of lives every year. So what is vaccination? Vaccinations trains the immune system, and its use weaken and inactive germs. It helps the body to recognize the pathogens, and it prevent the future infections. So there are early history of vaccination. For example, diseases were once untreated, then a small pox caused millions of the death. So the people searched for prevention's method. This lead to the early vaccination idea. Edward Jenner was an English doctor, and he lived in the 18th centuries, which is known as the father of the vaccinations, and he developed the first vaccine. So Jenner's smallpox vaccine. Jenner's used the cowpox viruses. So the cowpox protect against the smallpox. It is the first successful vaccination experiment which changed the medical history. So there is the growth of the vaccination science. For example, vaccinations improve over time, and the scientists studied immunity deeply. And there was the new disease were target, which safer vaccines were developed. So how the vaccines work? Basically, vaccines introduce the harmless antigens in the immune system and produce the antibodies. So the memory cells are formed, and the body responds faster in the next time. So there are different types of the vaccines. The first one is the live attenuated vaccine. The second is the unactivated vaccine. The third one is the subunit and toxoid vaccine, and the fourth one is the mRNA vaccine. So what is the importance of the vaccination? So it prevents the serious diseases. It reduces the spread of the infections. Also, it protect the vulnerable populations and support the public health. So what are the zoonotic diseases? Basically, we define the zoonotic diseases as its spread from animals to humans, and it's caused by the viruses, bacteria, and the parasites. So humans get infected through contact, very common and worldwide disease. So there are different examples of the zoonotic disease. The first one is the COVID-19, the second one is the rabies, the third one is the avian influenza, and the fourth one is the Ebola vaccine. So vaccination and the zoonotic disease having a specific relation. For example, vaccines help to control the outbreaks, and it protect the human from animal diseases. It also reduce the human to human spread, and it has been essential for the global safety. So there are some modern vaccines technologies, such as first is the genetic engineering that has been used and is the faster vaccines development, which having the high safety standards and have a strong effectiveness. The first one is the COVID-19 vaccine, which developed using the modern science, mRNA and viral vector types, which reduce the several illness and save the millions of the lives. So there is some challenges in the vaccination. For example, these vaccines have the hesitancy and have a misinformation can be lead, which access in the poor areas and have the storage and transport issues. So there is some future of the vaccine. For example, new vaccines under research and have a better protections against the zoonotic disease, which have a faster response to the pandemics and having a stronger global cooperations. So there are some role of the governments and WHO. For example, the government support the vaccinations program. WHO guides the global immunization efforts and ensure the vaccine safety and the quality. So it helps to control the disease outbreaks and the worldwide. So this is all about the vaccinations and their relationship with the zoonotic disease. Thank you so much.